Ferdi Sambo is a police officer of the Indonesian National Police, holding the rank of Inspector General. Okay, for context, the Indonesian police used to be a branch of the military, but they decided to make it their own thing, which is why the Indonesian police is nationalized. The Indonesian police also have a reputation for being very helpful. They have a very helpful personality. Like, say, if you get pulled over because you broke traffic rules, they would ask you, "Can I help you?" You should be asking this question, not them, but they're asking this question because they're very helpful. But they are very eager to help you out, which is why they beat you to the punch. Moving back, Ferdi Sambo was the head of the Profession and Security Division of the Indonesian National Police, aka the HR manager of the entire Indonesian police force. So this is the guy you meet when you want to take up sensitivity training. Now, I'd like to think being the HR manager means that you need to deal with your workers' problems, and Indonesian cops, let's just say Andrew Tate will be their best academy graduate. Naturally, Ferdi Sambo is very helpful with the people he deals with. This is a very nice way of saying that he got people by their balls. And probably that's where he gets most of his money from. One day, his aide-de-camp was found dead in his house, shot 12 times. Because apparently he was caught groping Ferdi Sambo's wife. Instead of trying to arrest him, the other aide-de-camp discharged his gun for some reason, which led to a hood-style shootout between the two men named Joshua Hutabarat, the pervert, and Richard Eliezer, the hero. Joshua died from his wounds while Richard was unscathed, which was miraculous. But the police investigating the case felt a strange hunch to the case. Welcome back to the Base Indonesian Show, where I will share to you why I think Indonesia used to be somewhat commie. What a lot of people this day and age don't know is that besides being a hardcore nationalist, Sukarno was also a Marxist. Not a full-blown commie like Lenin or Che Guevara, but more of a, yes, the ideology is only a means to the ends to control the country kind of socialist. Why is that the case? The industrial conditions that would trigger a communist society did not exist in countries that were agrarian. Peasants normally work for themselves and were self-sufficient. Peasants do not owe anything to anyone and are not exploited, making it remarkably difficult to convince peasants with basic Marxist rhetorics. Marxist revolutionaries tried translating Marxism to their respective countries. Sukarno created Marxism as a struggle ideology by translating Marxism into Indonesian conditions, mixing social democracy and nationalism. He got the name by allegedly copy-pasting it from the Islamic Union term for peasants, all in the effort to get all the apathetic peasants to get worked up over the country. The main idea of Marxism is to accept that capital is part of life. But unlike capitalism, that encourages the multiplication or hoarding of goods and materials, Marxism promotes independence and self-sufficiency. Household must pursue capital to be independent, whether that be a house, vehicle, appliances, and other goods. But households must also produce goods or consume goods not in excess, avoiding the problems of market exploitation or monopoly and rampant consumerism. Overall, in a Marxist economic system, goods that are not needed will not be produced. You are only allowed to buy enough, discouraging consumptive behavior, imbalanced economic growth, and the development of other parties. So no more gacha games or Hot Wheel collectibles for you. Because apparently, if you buy plenty, you're gonna make somebody rich and powerful enough for them to challenge the government. And that is very bad.
Subscribe to the Based Indonesian Show. Dijamin halal.
Anyways, a viewer of mine on TikTok who seems to be an advocate of all things that is right said that there is no way to prevent the crime until the crime is done. Such is a typical American way of problem solving, which is to usually wait for an issue to blow up and get casualties and promise a solution yet never doing anything towards it. Which is why going to American schools or public areas have a higher mortality rate than serving in the Russian ground forces. They said I ought to treat trans crimes with the mindset of fighting terrorism and ban all Muslims from America after 9/11. Basically saying that I should treat a bathroom as a country. And honestly, that seems to be a fair judgment to make. Bathrooms are where we are supposed to feel protected and dump all our output into, much like countries. So, why shouldn't we treat bathrooms as countries? All women, trans, and cis everywhere must feel the safety and comfort of a bathroom. They have the right to conduct their business however they want inside the bathroom per their identity. And therefore, all bathrooms must be countries. I seriously never opened up my mind to this idea, but it can seriously get us somewhere and protect all women from harm. Firstly, we must install a checkpoint in front of every bathroom. In order to enter the bathroom, women must show their passports to the immigration officers and submit to a background check if necessary. This is to ensure that a woman has no weird tendencies to commit crime or cause harm and trouble inside the bathroom. Application can take a while, but once you wait 3 hours, you're all set to dump your business. Secondly, every bathroom must have a police force inside the bathroom. This is in order to prevent crime and to arrest perpetrators that manage to get past the checkpoint and background check, or to break up disagreements and feuds over who gets the bathroom stall or the sink. Bathroom police will often do a regular checkup inside the stalls to make sure everyone is following the rules and everyone is safe. So, if you don't comply with their checkups, they have all the right to break down your door and seize you while you're in the privy. Bathrooms must also set up their own council, a group of women who regulate their respective bathrooms with laws and regulations. They decide the immigration policy, the law and order, bathroom itinerary, and maintenance such as who gets to clean up the clogged toilet in a damp and dark corner stall. Bathrooms should also absorb taxes. After using the bathroom, you need to pay up taxes to the bathroom council so they would have the budget to clean bathrooms. Take inspiration from Indonesia, where they charge you for every drop of piss and after you walk out of the stool. Jakarta's city councilor was fired after being caught playing gambling games in the middle of a meeting. She claimed she was playing Candy Crush, the only game that your grandma plays on her phone. Let's get to know a bit about the councilor and where she's from. The councilor is from the Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle, a party struggling with democracy in Indonesia. And her name is Cinta Mega. I kid you not, her name is actually Cinta Mega. I guess that's why she's a counselor from the Struggle Party. They want to psyops hard, so they changed her name. Cinta Mega is one of the 25 counselors for Jakarta's City Council, representing the Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle. And when she is caught playing a gambling game, she is in the middle of a Commission C meeting and they are tasked with managing the money and assets of rural areas. Kinda raises your eyebrows on what she would use for those funds now. And being a law school graduate, she should have known that playing online slots is illegal in Indonesia and could be punished up to 6 years in prison and a fine of 1 million rupiahs. But she doesn't have to worry about that. Being inside politics means she has Isaac me, and she would not get a wanted star no matter what she does. So being fired from her position in the city council is just a slap on the wrist. Now suddenly everyone is complaining about her. Remember, you guys were the one that put her into office. Since we are a democracy, anything she does in the office lies back on those who vote for her or her party. How do we know she's like that if she presents herself as a very dignified woman? True, we have no way of knowing. But voting politicians is like going out on a first date with someone. If you spot any red flags from them, then you instantly ditch. You don't tolerate those red flags. It needs to be a deal breaker for you. So don't shame her or her party. Shame the people that voted for her for not knowing well. This is the Base Indonesian Show telling you to always look out for red flags in and on people.